Everyone wants the result. Everyone wants the physique, the strength, the confidence. But look around the gym. Look at the people who show up, do their sets with a fucking smile, puts the weight down and walk out the door. They aren't changing shit. They're just maintaining whatever bullshit they already have because they stop the second it gets uncomfortable. You want to know where the real work begins? It's not within the first 10 reps. It's not when you're feeling fresh. The real work begins when your muscles are screaming, when your central nervous system is firing warning signals to your brain telling you, stop, motherfucker, drop the weight, rack the bar, telling you all kinds of shit to stop the pain. Now, let me be fucking crystal motherfucking clear, right? When I say pain, I don't mean pain like I fucked myself up. I'm talking that uncomfortable feeling. Maybe a little bit of like lactic acid buildup. Maybe that thought process of, hey, I might not get this weight back up. Those things are very different than, ow, I fucked up. They're saying no pain, no gain. All that means is train outside your fucking comfort zone. It needs to be difficult. You need to send a signal to the body to change, adapt, do something other than what we're doing right now. Whether you believe it or not, as human beings, we react to pain. Our body changes because of pain. I'm gonna go out in some fucking tangent right now, right? But let's just talk about relationships for a second, yeah? How many times have you had people telling you, don't go out with this person? They're not good for you. The way they treat you ain't that great. And you're like, no, not me, I'm okay. It ain't gonna happen to me. Some shit like that, yeah? And then that motherfucker does exactly what everyone's telling you, breaks your fucking heart, and you are in pain. You then learn from that pain. Now, granted, some motherfuckers are stubborn bitches, right? And they ain't gonna learn from that one pain. They need to have multiple heartbreaks in order to be like, oh shit, okay, maybe I don't do this. Point is, pain. You learn a lesson and then you adapt. You adapt what you're looking for. It's a red flag. There's a famous example where it's like a red hot iron, yeah? Don't touch it. Fucking child ain't gonna listen to that. Don't touch it. What the fuck you mean don't touch it? They touch it. Ow! Yeah, motherfucker. I told you don't touch it. But they had to experience it. Pain. They're reactive to the pain. Yeah? I said I'm going off on a tangent. Now let's bring it back. The pain that you are going through when you are weight training, that sends signals to the body to change, to grow, to adapt, to get stronger. That moment, that is the threshold. That is the divide between the people who just exercise and the people who actually fucking transform their bodies. I was talking about this with my client the other day. I said, I know that whenever I'm doing something with my clients, they're probably rolling their eyes thinking, fuck, here we go again. This motherfucker. I never do anything the easy way. Yeah? Okay. You want to do push-ups? Let's do push-ups on our knees. Fuck that. No, let's do negatives. 4 push-up negatives. Hold yourself up and then slowly bring yourself down. Oh, that's hard. I know. In doing the hard stuff, it means that you progress so quickly, yeah? I know not a lot of people will agree with what I'm saying, but I have a very unorthodox way of training my clients. And I'm proud to say that my clients progress so much quicker than a lot of other people. The amount of times my clients come back to me and say, someone, friend, partner, whatever, someone has said, oh, why are you doing it this way? Maybe you shouldn't do it that way, blah, blah, blah. And I say to them, just have faith, yeah? Just entertain me. And then those same motherfuckers come back being like, raw, how come you're doing this and you're doing that and you're doing whatever? Because of how we train. You do shit the hard way, you get some fantastic results. When you're doing an exercise, those last few reps, the ones where you're fighting for every fucking inch, where your form is tested, where your mind is screaming to quit, that is exactly where your body is forced to evolve. That's why I see some people like, this happens a lot with deadlift videos, right? I see some people and, you know, they might put up a video of like a PR and their back is a little bit rounded, which there isn't a problem with a little bit of rounding in the back, yeah? My first response would always be, are you going to improve that form? Or are you thinking about slapping more weight on? Because that's a deadlift PR, 100%, but now it challenges the form. So then we keep that weight and we keep going until the form perfects and then we can add that weight, yeah? But this is the other thing that kind of swamps people's minds is whenever they look at videos, it has to be picture perfect. And I'm not about that. I'm all for throwing up videos where form might be a little bit sloppy and saying, this is now the project weight. And then at some point, putting another video and saying, that was a sloppy form and this is now the improved. And now we're gonna, you know, go up by a 1.25 or a 2.5 or whatever it might be. But we're surrounded by videos of these perfect sets and all this kind of stuff. So now some people are scared that their form might break down in the gym. Don't be. As long as you're not being idiotic about it, your form breakdown, you're like, yeah, cool, let me slap another 10 on that. What, motherfucker? Let me slap you. At the end of the day, anyone can move weight and it feels easy. Anyone can just go through the motions. But when it burns, when every fiber of your being wants to retreat, that's where you separate yourselves from the crowd. That's where you stop being a person who just hits the gym and starts being the person who builds a monument to their own discipline. I know people look at me weird when I say dumb shit like what I'm about to say. Stop looking at pain as something to avoid. Me personally, and I try to rewire my clients' minds so that they think a little bit like me. And that is, I seek pain. If I do a set and I have a 10 rep as a goal, right? And I get that 10th rep, and even if that 10th rep is a little bit outside my comfort zone, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. I want like my 8th rep to feel outside my comfort zone, and then I have to really dig deep to get my next 2. I seek pain. I look for that motherfucker. Because, and honestly, if you can adopt this mindset and you can put this in your head and you can, get comfortable with this idea, I guarantee it, you will go far and you will progress so quickly. Yeah. On the other side of pain is the progress that you're looking for. So if you seek pain, you know for a fact your body has no option but to change. If you seek somewhere where you're uncomfortable, you have to change. There's no other option. And I would prefer to have something where I'm like, there's no other option but to do this, than doing something where I might get a bit of result from it. I know there's a lot of people in the industry who talk about reps and reserve and all that. No, I'm not about that. Now, at the same time, it's not like I suck the dick out of these people, but people like Dorian Yates, yes, I kind of vibe with him. Mike Mensa, again, I don't suck his dick. Like a lot of people in the fitness industry, they love off Mike Mensa and they preach everything he says. No, but I do agree that you have to go to failure with some things. Yeah, seek pain. The pain that you feel today is the currency that you're paying for the strength that you're going to carry tomorrow, right? You're not just training your chest, your back, your legs, whatever. You are training your brain to ignore the stop signals while still taking your common sense with you. Let's not be fucking dumb. If you are doing something and your form is really breaking down, you're like, yeah, cool, I'm gonna do 5 more reps. No, motherfucker. No, use your common sense, yeah? But at the same time, seek pain out. Otherwise, if you don't have common sense with you, you're gonna feel some real pain. Some of that pain that I was talking about earlier on that we ain't talking about, you're gonna feel that shit. Your limits are not real, yeah? They're a lie. Your mind sets those limits to keep you comfortable. You have to be the one to break them. Tell your body, we got this. Tell your mind, shut the fuck up. Don't look for the easy way out. Don't look for reps in reserve. Look for the wall and run through the bitch. Stop negotiating with yourself and find out what you're actually capable of. Now, let's get it done.